wetara ndụ ndị ga-atakwanye ya ga-atara ndụ tara ahụ isi ike ọ bịara nke onye abịagbuli ya lawa mgbapụ na ya ndị Yoruba na-akụ ọjị ndị Hausa na-eji ya akpa obere ndị Igbo na-ejikwa na-eme ịbara otu ọnwụ ọbịbịa a bịara nke a taa asụkwa iji bịa ka a ga-eji ala onye ihe ọma dị mma ya bịagburu anyị aka ọ bụ ya anyị sọbasị dị n'elu anyị nọrọ n'ihu ndị ọjọọ nọrọ n'azụ ha nọrọ n'azụ ya nọrọ n'ihu abịakwa n'etiti ebe anyị nọ ọbasị dị n'elu ekugara anyị elu anyị si onye ọbụla ga-ata ọjị ya ma ndị nọ n'ụzọ ha ga-abịaru n'udo anyị ga-ata ọjị atata anyị isi ike tata ọganihu tata bata enwe site n'aha Jizọs Kraịst onye nwe anyị. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not your chairman for today's occasion. The chairman is our father, the great Aloha, as we address him, Chief Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, CFR, MFR, MOL, the only man that is living and having those 3 titles from the government of the University of Nigeria alumni. Our members who have distinguished themselves in their chosen professions, in their chosen career. Thank you very much. And this is tied to the 62nd Founders Day anniversary of that great university. Our university is 62 years old. And as a human being, if we take the university as a human being, at 62, strength would have gone out of her. And it behoves the children, you and I, our friends, to come together, articulate ways and means of sustaining that citadel of learning.
Years ago, under this institution to restore the dignity of man in Africa. Of course, they believe that by our example, we will show the environment where we are brought up. And they said, 6 said, by their steeds we shall know them. So far, we have tried our best. I would like all of you to work very hard to ensure that in everything we do not disappoint our founding fathers. We do not disappoint our country.
It's a special day for us here in Port Harcourt branch. Like the ancient city of Rome, all road leads to Port Harcourt today, the treasure place of the nation. I welcome our distinguished celebrants and guests who we anticipate will critically examine the state of the university scholarship system and the state of Nigeria's nationhood projects. In the words of the philosopher Socrates, the unexamined life is not worth living. Immanuel Kant said, respect is a tribute we cannot refuse to pay to merit. We also gathered here to honor some select friends and alumnus of the university who have held high the flame lit up by their institution, the University of Nigerian.
From the Alumni Secretariat of as the first female national to global president of our noble association. Today is a special day in the annals of history of the alumni movement of our renowned alma mater, the University of Nigeria, because we are special. This special event is one well designed specially to celebrate and honor our resourceful icons. There are persons who have distinguished themselves in alumni movement, career and profession in their services to humanity in line with our university mantra to teach the truth, preserve the truth, and thereby restore the dignity of man. It is in tandem with his celebration and honor of our revered icons that we are all here gathered.
15 years old. That's what the Alumni Association had done. This is the side view. Now, what we have proposed for you. You are the owners of this project. That is it, Landon. Thank you very much.
I'm delighted to be here today, 17/11/2002, on the occasion, the celebration of University of Nigeria Alumni Icon Award. This is an important and influential event, and it has really been as relevant as it is coming up this year, when there is a focus and a specific need. To celebrate individuals who embody the qualities that make the university an extraordinary place to learn and grow. The word alumni is derived from Latin word atere, which means fostered sons and pupils. When she was talking, he said, we are grown. There is need to give back so that we can grow others and have others grow others. So the word atere, which means alumni, simply means foster sons and pupils, a former student or pupil of a school, a college, or a university, commonly referred to as a graduate of an educational institute, which I know that we are all one, especially given University of Nigeria. All over the world, it has been a practice for graduates of educational institute to put themselves together, irrespective of distance, class, religion, ethnicity, or race, to remain part and parcel of the institution that contributed and made them what they are. Rejoice for the sake of truth. When young men and women you seek for knowledge, and rejoice for the sake of knowledge. With the nation's potentials to rule in the nest. Nigeria, my alma mater. Rejoice for her lofty place. The verses of that excited and soft breeze. Rejoice for her beauty's sake. You'll fasten your glory, the pride of the land. Nigeria, my alma mater. Rejoice for her lofty place. The verses of that excited and soft breeze.
The day is fast spent. I would like to make a long speech. but I'm sure that another occasion will offer itself. But for now, let me congratulate the global president and the organizers of this event. I was pleasantly surprised when I came in there and saw that the hall was full. That means that, Madam, you started very well, and if you please keep it up.
We have in audience our keynote speaker, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, Commander of the Order of the Niger, a philosopher king, a professional trader, a political enigma, former governor of Anambra State, and now presidential candidate of the Labour Party.
University alumni associations in Nigeria are not doing the university they pass through. They're not contributing in building the university. We're not doing the right thing. By now, it's university like in Nsukka should not be looking for money. Should not be among the universities that are going through what other universities are going through. They should be different. And that's what I said in Nsukka. And I meant every one of it. By Nsukka have produced over the years, I'm sure if we try to articulate and get everybody, we should be able to have at least 25,000. This is conservative, because I'm sure it's far more than that. If we're going to have 25,000 people who are saying every year, I'm sure the Nsukka graduates, how many?
10,000.
A year. Call it average of 5,000. So let's leave those who went there since, let's just think since after the Civil War. We're talking about 40 years now. So assuming out of 5,000, let me even bring it down to 2,000 times 40 years. Is it not 80,000? Huh? 80,000. So out of 80, we will be able to find, this is another reducing from 5 to 2. We should be able to find another 40,000 that are strong members, or even 50, that are strong members of this university. And if we have it, and they are able, on the average, to contribute an average of 50,000 naira. I told them in Nsukka that we can do an average of 100,000 naira, because we say 10,000 naira a month. Some of us, including myself, can contribute maybe 1 or 2 million per annum. And I told the Nsukka people, I said, easily, I can contribute 510 per annum. Other people can do the same. So if you get an average of 100,000 naira times 50,000, how many is it?
5 billion.
5 billion. Nsukka doesn't receive that from federal government annually. And it's easy. But what happens? We have an alumni association that nobody gets anything. I said today, I don't know the number on which I left Nsukka. I don't know the number because Nsukka doesn't do anything to me. I don't know anything that happens in the other university. Nobody, the association only comes once in a year when we want to do gathering like this and call people, put them in a bar and everything. I said it shouldn't be like that. Nothing for us to do party and go. Life is not like that. Otherwise we live a life that is worth nothing. It's not like I'm telling people that at this my life now I have nothing done. What can I do so that if I go, they say, that man who passed through here. Otherwise life becomes meaningless. Fortunately, the older you get or the more money you get, the less they tell you now what to eat. Eat this. The only thing I eat now is the grass. You don't eat it, don't eat it. So the only thing you can do now is to be able to do one or two things. Help humanity, help your society, and you go. Because we don't go. But it will be bad that Nsukka is where it is today. And we are still having an annual event where we are eating and drinking. President, I'm charging you again. I said it, I'm prepared to go everywhere in the world. There's so many people who pass through this school globally that are doing well. We'll search for them. Start from those of us who are willing to participate. If we do it, you see the difference. It makes a whole world of a difference. Even as I campaign now, I can tell you, you'll be shocked when, as I'm campaigning, you see somebody saying, oh, this is a... I was telling somebody 2 days ago that I went to Lagos Business School to speak. And I said, my CV is wrong. My CV should have shown I'm an alumnus of this school. I said, when I went to Oxford, just to deliver a lecture, they allowed me to use the Students' Union facility, because they said, and it's the best facility and the oldest facility for you to speak there. They said, once you're a member, I said, so there's anything? They said, we're allowing you to come here and talk to us, not because you're a politician, but because you're one of us. And that's what it should be. So that if anybody, not me, anybody can be looking for something in Nsukka. I do look for people at times for something or the other. Maybe if somebody is looking for a board or something to serve somewhere, you can look and say, well, listen, there's some young smart boys who have just come out of Nsukka who are doing well, but there's no way to reach them. There's no place to reach them. There's no communication. The world of today is a world where you can stay in your house and reach everybody. You know? So alumnus associations, this is not a village society where people just go for age grade. Not age grade. It's something that should help all of us. In age grade, you can afford, okay, I'm this age. But I want to be able to have a system that works. I want to read stories about some young boys in Nsukka who are doing a marvelous work in social place. And if I come to that city, or someone comes to that city, you look for them. That's what changes the society. That's how we can change it. And that's what I'm challenging you able to do. And the leadership of this our organization. Thank you.
University of Nigeria, my alma mater. Hail and rejoice for the sake of truth. Where young men and women do seek for knowledge. Hail and rejoice for the sake of knowledge. Where the nation's potentials to brood in the nest. Hail and rejoice.
I feel happy. I feel, that I have started well, because all our senior lions, well-positioned, and our icons are keying in. They are beginning to identify with us. And by the way, this is my first function. I have started planting for my university. And before I finish my tenure, I think the harvest will be very bountiful.
For the past 58 years, that edifice had eluded us. And University of Nigeria, one of the foremost universities in this country. Younger universities have done alumni centers. Old generation universities, some of them have done. But the giant of them all, the University of Nigeria, and its alumni have not been able to do that. So it doesn't matter when you started, but how well and how fast you move as soon as you start. 600 million, I don't think is a big deal for the graduates of the University of Nigeria. Going beyond the shores of this country, go to Yale, MIT, Stanford, Michigan, the alumni group, they hold the S, let me put it that way, funding the university and all that. But this one, the headquarters that included us, we are going to focus on it, and our members are going to key into it. Not just our members alone, our friends too. And donor agencies, people we are reaching out to. 600 million, like you said, in the present Nigeria, if you do a conversion, you see that it's a little money. But be that as it may, we are believing God that we will achieve this edifice in a record time.
The idea behind this celebration is that the University of Nigeria Alumni Association has come of age. In the wisdom of the current National Exco, we decided that there's need for the association to celebrate their own, especially those elderly ones. In fact, the people who the thought of them brought about this celebration are Sajiti Tobi, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, Dr. Peter Obi and the wife, then the rest of the other celebrants, people we are celebrating today. Sometime 2020, we lost one of our own, one of the pioneer members of this association, in the person of Professor B.I.C. John. So based on that, we decided that these ones that are still with us today, that there's need for us to begin to celebrate and appreciate them now that they are alive. While doing this, we now felt that it is equally an opportunity to reckon with younger lions and lionesses, alumni and alumnus and alumnus that are still doing very well in their various areas of discipline and career.
It's quite humbling, but at the same time, very exciting. I want to believe that we must have done the necessary scoping or investigation and found me and others worthy of receiving the UNAA Icon Award. It's really a good step in the right direction, summoning all of us or some of us to look back and remember the very institution that made us. Some of us are very or deemed to be very successful. If you're successful, you don't have to deny it. You embrace it and take up the responsibility of being successful. So it is a clarion call, actually, for us to remember our alma mater and do what other alma mater or alumni of great institutions are doing all over the world.
Satisfied, made, and elevated. To continue to represent the image of the University of Nigeria, the den of the lions, to restore the dignity of men. That's what we do.
To thank everybody, most especially the chairman of the occasion, Chief Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, for, despite the health challenge, he has to phone in through the Zoom to assure the guests that he's here in spirit and everything. I want to especially thank him at that fatherly place. I want also to thank our brother, His Excellency, Mr. Peter Obi, who did me to honor this occasion, and his entourage, Mr. Valentine Zibu, the two to become governor of Anambra State. I want to also thank Alabo Dr. GTG Tobi for finding it worthy to be here. I want to thank the First Lady of Ondo State, Chief Mrs. Betty Anyanwu Akediri. There are so many dignitaries that came that I cannot thank them. They are our awardees, they are our icons, they are the reason we are here to celebrate. And we know that as we are looking up to them, that we will produce more icons for the nation. You know the idea of the University of Nigeria is to promote the dignity of man and to restore the dignity of man. And there was a thing there I was taught when I was in year one in GS. He said, "Man, know thyself." Our icons, they know themselves. and they made us proud. And they are making our nation, Nigeria, proud. And we believe that by celebrating them, that more people will emulate them. We have icons in good governance like Mr. Peter Obi. We have icons in entrepreneurship. We have icons in philanthropy. I nearly forget Mama P, the mother of peace in Africa, for finding it worthy to be here with us. I don't know how to start thanking everybody, but I can only say that it's God that did it for us. And by this movement, the alumni movement will be going from glory to glory, from more height to height, because we must achieve in revolutionize the University of Nigeria to the 21st century or the millennium stage that we need to compete in the world.